Not sure how to react to this one, but maybe I told you so. But it's still kind of twisted. Well, I'll talk about it for a second, let you figure it out. We do know that there was the mother who was actually involved in criticizing the Rittenhouse family and calling his parents all kind of names and getting out there in front of the media and ranting and raving about how they didn't raise their child right. And pumping the narrative of racism and just pretty much using her voice to tear the country apart because of the fact that she just loved hearing the sound of her own voice because she did such a wonderful job raising her family that she had plenty of grounds to stand on to talk junk about somebody else's family, who, by the way, was found not guilty. So, on a twisted turn of events, that woman's son on Thanksgiving Day has stabbed her to death. She has been murdered by her own son. Must have been one of those peaceful protests against cranberries or something. You know, a lot of people don't like the cranberry sauce, so I don't know. I just know that it's sad that happened. I don't really advocate for violence at all. I do advocate for standing up for yourself and self-defense. I do advocate for that because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. But however, this on the other hand is not the case. That was a brutal murder. So I'm not glorifying it, but I just would also like for people to go back to some of the old school ways of mind your own business. Mind your own business, you won't be minding mine. That woman should have kept her mouth shut and been more concerned about what was going on in her household because of the fact that she was staring at that time when she made those remarks. Death was right around the corner for her. Oh, and you know, nothing that don't happen right away. I'm gonna tell you something. That's a toxic environment. That household was full of hate and probably anger and just all kind of bad things. And she knew this. Making these remarks, she knew that she neglected her family, the situations that led up to this. If she didn't, that's terrible. But you know, you got to think about that. All that race baiting that she was doing, and her own son turns around and stabs her to death. So anyhow, mainstream media, we're getting real tired of you finding these kooky people to come up there and stand up and try to tear this country apart. It's really aggravating me. So every time I see something like this, I'm going to point it out. Thank y'all very much. Y'all are wonderful for being, when I say thank y'all very much, I'm saying to the mainstream media for being a crappy mainstream media, and I'm saying thank y'all very much as the subscribers and all the people who tune into me. This is my kind of like in your face, but also in a twisted way, because like I said, I advocate for that kind of behavior, but I just know it's awful ironic how some people can get in there and run that mouth of theirs, but the whole time they're the ones that's actually doing what they're accusing other people of. Think about that. Lots of love. God is in control. Hey, one more thing. I'll have a link in the description, so if anybody has any questions and doesn't think that I know what I'm talking about, you can check it out for yourself. Thank you once again. Guys in control. Lots of love.